Good morning. Good morning. This is for Dr. K. This is for Donnie Glover from Be More News. This is for Hassan Giordano. This is for the haves versus the have-nots. Talking about the Black Chronicles. Yeah, the Great Race Debate 2026. I am Dred Scott. I was making a movie about being black in America. 400 years a slave. I've been a slave for 40 years, from 1986 to now. So I was making a movie. I am Dred Scott, and I got everything on tape, like Watergate. That's that Carson's. I'm doing a class with her for 9 weeks. And it's about public accommodations. Michelle Alexander wrote the book, The New Face of Old Jim Crow. The other lady did the movie, The 13th Amendment. Well, I did a documentary about the haves versus the have-nots. The Black Chronicles 2026. I went from Baltimore's worst to Baltimore's best. I'm a weaver in Baltimore. And that's my family. That's my nephew and that's my sister. And these is the cohorts from the Weavers, all right? Like I said, I was making a movie. This is my Community Verizon Award, all right, for the things I do in the community. That's the Baltimore City Teachers Union. I give classes in activism. Diamond Tay used to be with Out for Justice. Now she's the Baltimore Teachers Union president. Part of my class is the First Amendment, the Constitution, Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Well, I use the First Amendment to protect me. That's Delegate Kalen Young. He put in my paperwork for exoneration. Exoneration of the Supreme Court. Just like Dred Scott, I'm a precedent-setting case. These are the supporters of Shorties, all right? We are imploring any and all appropriate officials in the state of Illinois, Maryland to assist Shorty in his justice in Illinois, all right? That's a petition. This is Alan Locke's 2014, all right? That's the Department of Justice. You feel me? The Department of Justice. And that's my Department of Justice ID number. I was making a movie about Baltimore, all right? About Baltimore. From the governor to the ghetto, you feel me? All about Baltimore. This is my Malcolm X Award, all right, from 2018. Same thing make you laugh, gonna make you cry. I gave you Martin, I gave you Malcolm, I gave you John Lewis, I gave you, like I said, Martin Luther King, John Lewis, Malcolm X, and I gave you the tapes. I gave you Fox 45. I gave you Black History. You feel me? Racism don't work without black cooperation. I'd free a lot more if you knew you were slaves. I use the toilet because the toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. It's called potty training politicians. Art of activism. All right? That's McFadden. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. That's Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle. That's the Corinthians. That's No Boundaries. And this is the Struggle Bus. And that's Best the Book Bus. That's Marcus Garvey. It's Black History Month. You feel me? It's Black History Month. That's the Citizens Policing Project. And that's Runners for Justice. And that's JAT. All right? Like I said, Maryland Citizens for the Arts. Art and activism. The art of protest. We're talking about mass incarceration in your prison industry. I came to Annapolis to address that issue. I went exoneration of the Supreme Court. I was making a movie. And Governor Westmore is the star of the show. You feel me? That's a Maryland toilet, and that's a Maryland governor. And these are Maryland representatives. And this is Maryland's prison industry. And these are elected officials. That's Keith Davis. We went from enslavement to mass incarceration. You feel me? And that's what this movie is about. From enslavement to mass incarceration. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. And that's the 2024 family reunion. All right? Brandon Scott got a tree in his office, and that tree is the tree of life. Well, Brandon Scott was, like I said, Brandon Scott wrote the epitaph for that. And I'm the cook in Baltimore. You feel me? I'm the cook. You feel me? Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. I feed the city. I feed Baltimore. I went from Baltimore's worst to Baltimore's best. And this is the family tree. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. And that's Dr. Carson's. Question of the day. Did you use the toilet today? You can think about Shorty tomorrow. It's called Public Accommodations Act. Potty training politicians. All right. See the big picture here? Public Accommodations 2026. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? It's Thursday. And that's my mother, Corrine Davis. I was kidnapped by the state of Maryland on February the 7th, 2011. Yeah, for making a documentary. The Black Chronicles 2026. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? We got 90 days of session. And the clock is still ticking.